In this video, I want to talk about ads once again, specifically what should happen after the ads to get the most out of your marketing system, to have a positive return on investment on your advertising spend.
The secret marketing weapon of hundreds of entrepreneurs in Dubai. Her mind is behind more than 3,000 marketing campaigns all over the world, generating millions of clients for companies in the US, Europe, and the Middle East. Known for her unparalleled direct experience in the most competitive market of the world, the United States. She is Francesca Taraddei.
First of all, let's start talking about the goal of the ads. In this video, I want to focus mainly on ads run by service businesses. So if you're selling any sort of service here in Dubai and you are collecting potential buyers, contact information of potential buyers, bookings, reservation, you are receiving messages out of your ads, basically you're doing lead generation, then this is the video for you. I will probably make a different video regarding sales, direct sales from the ads, so having people land on sales page and website page, e-commerce page to make a direct purchase online. But there is a lot to say about that, so I will make a separate video. So going back to lead generation, what should happen after your lead generation ads for your marketing system to be truly effective and get you a profit? When it comes to lead generation, you can attract leads in many different ways. You can have the native advertising lead generation form on the platform itself. So when you see an ad and there is like a call to action saying leave your contact information and there is a form popping out, that's the native lead generation form of the advertising platform. Or you could have an opt-in page, so your ads send traffic on a web page where the contact information are required either to reserve a spot, to make a booking, or to download and get access to a lead magnet. So basically something we gave away for free to collect the contact information, because in this world people don't do anything for free. So if you want to get their contact information, there is something they have to receive in return. A lead magnet. So there are lead forms, there are opt-in pages, and there is also the chance of receiving messages directly on your social media page, so directly in your DMs or in your message on WhatsApp or Messenger on the social media itself. Now, what's the best solution? Well, it depends. It really depends on your business and what you're selling, okay? Because in marketing, there is no such a thing as one solution fit all. And that's why you shouldn't be trusting agency that promote the same strategy or use templates when it comes to advertising and marketing in general, because it doesn't work. The more customized your marketing system it is, the more tailor-made your strategy it is, the more tailor-made the content it is, the more specific it is for your brand and for your audience, the more effective it's going to be, which translate in more result, more clients, more sales, more money, which is the end goal of having a business and an effective marketing system to promote your business online. Since there is not the ideal way to collect leads, and it really depends on what you're selling, the price of what you're selling, what kind of business you have, what kind of people you're trying to attract, and I want to give you some guidelines on what you should be doing to really give you the tools to understand whether what you're doing right now is working or not, because that's the very end goal of this video. Give you practical tools to make informative decision, to make the right choice when it comes to marketing and advertising. Before I tell you what would be the best according to your business, we need to talk about something that's very, very important, which is profiling, okay? When in marketing we talk about profilation, profiling the leads, qualifying the leads, we refer to increasing the quality of the contact we are collecting, okay? So basically, collecting a bunch of contact information from people that are actually interested in what we're promoting and in what we're trying to sell. This is what we call a profile lead, a quality lead, okay? Someone that's truly interested in what we are offering. So our marketing system, the ads in particular, okay, needs to profile the audience, which means they need to sift from the bunch of people that get in contact with your ads and posts on a daily basis, they need to see if the ones that are truly a fit with your business and what you're selling. To profile the leads, okay, so to get the attention of the right pool of people that can actually be converted and on people, and not the attention of people that complain about prices, will never buy any of your services, don't really understand what you're trying to sell, trash lead. To get the attention of the right pool of people, we need to profile them. How can we do that? How can we create a profiling marketing system? How can we create profiling ads? Okay, definitely the ads needs to be specific. They have to talk about relevant point for your audience, relevant pinpoint for your audience. They have to expose what your service is, what kind of problem your service is solves, and so on. I made a video about how you should be structuring your ads to be effective. I will link it somewhere. I won't be talking about the ads themselves, as I talk about the content and how to profile people with the content in many different videos, many different occasions. What I want to talk about is how your marketing system can actually profile the lead. So how can you increase the quality of the lead by tweaking the step of your marketing system? When someone gets in touch with your ad, that's the very first step, okay? If we have to picture in our head the marketing funnel, the marketing system, you will see it right here. You can see three different phases. There is the attraction phase, which is mainly fulfilled by the ads. Then there is the nurturing phase, and then there is the conversion phase, which is fulfilled by sales. The nurturing phase, it's in the middle, and it's usually fulfilled by anything that happens after the ads, but also by all those side marketing actions that are not mandatory, but that in the overall marketing picture are going to make an impact on the results of your ad, okay, of your paid marketing system, your paid marketing funnel. I'm talking about the organic social media, I'm talking about content you might post on YouTube, I'm talking about emails, okay, so those nurturing side actions that are not mandatory. I mean, they're pretty optional, but if you implement them in the right way, they can have a great impact on the quality of the traffic, on the quality of the lead you attract with paid advertising, all right? So we have the three phases of the marketing system: attraction, nurturing, and conversion. When we talk about ads, we are in the very first phase, so the attraction phase, okay? And before we collect the lead, so before people leave their contact information, we are still in the attraction phase. As soon as people leave their contact information, it's when the nurturing phase begins. Now, your marketing system, every step of your marketing system from the attraction to the conversion needs to profile the leads. There's a reason why whenever we talk about marketing system, marketing funnel, we actually picture in our head a marketing funnel, like a kitchen funnel, okay? Because it's a nice representation of what your system, your marketing system should do. When we picture a funnel, the top edge, the top entrance is wider compared to the end of the funnel. It's wider. And as the funnel goes down, the lower end gets thinner, because the more step your leads take into your funnel, the more profile they're going to become. What does it mean? It means that they're going to be more ready to buy. Whenever a lead takes an additional step in your funnel, your system is profiling that lead even more. Profiling, increasing the quality of the lead, educating the lead, it's something that your marketing system should do from the very first phase to the last phase of the overall system. So from the attraction to the conversion phase. Profiling the leads, educating the leads until it's ready to buy is an essential part of marketing. That's why I often say that advertising on its own, it's not marketing, because there is not nurturing, there is not conversion, it's just advertising. Okay, it's not unusual seeing businesses struggling with their ads and not having conversion, even though they are attracting leads, because in their system, there is not nurturing, and so if there is no nurturing, there is not conversion either. That's one of the main concerns business owners bring up in my private consulting session a lot of the time, okay? They don't know how to educate their audience, they don't know how to profile their audience and give them reason to choose them, to choose what they're offering, to choose their solution rather than other solution in the market, okay? That is nurturing. That's what we call nurturing, okay? However, not all the leads can be nurtured, just the leads that are a fit with your brand can be nurtured. Just the leads that are profiled to become your clients can be nurtured. Okay, that's why profiling is an essential step of your marketing system. The higher is the cost of what you're trying to sell, more profiling is required, more nurturing is required. And pretty often, the higher is the price of what you're selling, of what you're offering, the higher is the complexity of your business, all right? When it comes to marketing, okay, let's make a practical example with my services. I sell marketing services. I have a marketing company here in Dubai and in US, all right? I have pretty high prices compared to other companies in the industry. Having a high price and selling something complicated as marketing service requires a lot of profiling because not all people are suitable to become my clients. If you don't have a business, if you are not interested in having a business, you cannot be my client. Another level of profilation is done by my prices, okay? By selling at high prices, I need to profile my audience even more because even though there are many businesses in the world, not all of them are interested in spending high prices to get access to premium marketing services. The more money you're asking, higher is the profilation and nurturing required from your marketing system. How can you profile the leads even more? How can you sift from the people that see your post and see ads on a daily basis, only the ones that are a true fit with your business, with the system itself, okay? In case you were wondering how can I increase the quality of the leads, that's the answer. You have to increase the profilation, and to do that, you have to increase the steps involved in your marketing system. The more steps you have, the more things you ask your audience to do before they can actually leave the contact information, before they can actually buy any of your services, okay, the more friction you're going to create, okay? And more friction you create, it means that more commitment is required from the audience, okay? Which means that only the people that are truly interested in what you're selling, in what you're offering, are going to proceed in your system, are going to proceed in your funnel. That's why we picture the funnel as a kitchen funnel, okay? Because the deeper a lead goes inside the process, the more profile he's going to get because we're asking him to make more actions. He needs to put some commitment, okay, into reaching the end of the funnel. So to increase the level of profilation of the audience, to profile your leads, to profile your potential clients, increase the traffic quality as well, you have to add some step into your marketing system. As you can see, it's pretty easy to leave contact information. As you can imagine, leaving contact information on a lead generation form is fairly easy. Okay, it doesn't require much commitment from the lead, from the audience. It's easy. I just have to click a button. I don't even have to visit a separate landing page, a separate web page, sales page, opt-in page. I just have to leave my contact information over there. So it's very, very easy, okay? Which means that this kind of ad, the lead generation form ad, are not super profiling. Of course, you can increase the level of profilation by including a video, a longer video ad, longer content on the ad. But generally speaking, the native lead generation form on advertising platform cannot get technically and strategically super profile leads. However, it doesn't mean that you shouldn't be using that form. It depends on what kind of business you have. If you have a business that's selling services that are very easy to understand, that can be accessed by many different people. For example, you have a spa, you're selling beauty services, or you have a barber shop, you have a restaurant, you're selling food. Okay, these kind of service businesses, okay, the ones that requires booking, the ones that sell services that are easily understandable and that can be purchased by a fairly broad audience, all right, they can actually use the lead generation form. If you're looking to collect bookings, if you're looking to collect leads, contact information of people that then your team can reach out to and schedule an appointment, you can actually use the lead generation form, right? Because, I mean, you don't need a high level of profilation. If instead you're selling things that are more expensive, that are more premium, we're talking about premium services, luxury services, all right? In those cases, having an opt-in page, a booking page, is going to not only increase the profiling, the level of profilation of the lead, of the audience, but it's also going to increase the positioning of your business, okay? What people will perceive about how people will perceive your business, okay? If you have a very high-end landing page that communicates premium, high-end luxury, okay? People will picture in their head a potential price for your services. I mean, they will have a different perception than if they would have left their contact information on a random form on Facebook. So if you're selling high-end premium services, if you have a fine dining restaurant, in those cases, a booking page is required, all right? If you are a coach, a consultant, if you're selling consulting, if you're selling information of any kind, okay? You're a lawyer, you want to offer a free consultation, okay, to collect lead. A booking page is required. If you are a coach, if you're selling information, if you're in the info business, okay? Opt-in pages, booking pages, sales pages are essential, all right? Instead, if you're selling services that are fairly easy to be understood by an audience, that can be purchased from a broader audience, you can proceed with a native lead generation form of advertising platform like Facebook, Instagram. Keep in mind that from the many leads you'll be getting for a fairly cheap price, many of them will be trash lead, okay? It's normal. There's nothing wrong in what you're doing. It's normal, right? Because there is not profilation. The price of the lead is going to be cheap on the lower side of the price spectrum, yet you cannot expect to get only high quality leads. That's not how it works, okay? If you want to increase the quality of the lead and you want to get higher quality leads, then you have to increase the complexity of your marketing system. You need to add step, you need to add some friction. Not too much. If you add too much friction, you're going to spend too much to acquire a lead, and higher cost per lead, okay? And if the cost per lead is too high, that in the end, your sales are not covering what you're spending to attract the leads, it's useless, okay? Your marketing system is not profitable. If you want to increase the quality of the traffic, increase the step of your funnel, add a layer of profilation, okay? Add a profiling layer, but don't add too much friction, because if you add too much friction, if you add too many steps, even the leads that are profile and potentially are a fit with your brand might not proceed. Keep in mind that people are lazy, right? Everyone is. I'm lazy, you're lazy, everyone is lazy when it comes to do something, right? Everyone is lazy. It's human nature. Even people that are fairly motivated in solving a problem, right, that have an urgency in solving a problem, if you add too many steps, you might risk losing them. So you have to find the right balance between the friction you want to add and the level of profilation, the quality of the leads you want to attract. So as a conclusion, we can say that what should happen after the ads, it really depends on what you're selling, what business you have, what kind of leads you want to attract, what's the average transaction price, what's the average price of your services and products, and pretty much what are your goals, what are the goals of your marketing system, okay? If you want to collect leads, if you want to make a sale. It depends on many different factors. In general, if you're selling services, especially here in Dubai, and you're selling fairly common services that are easily understandable, you can use lead generation form. Is this the best way to collect leads? Of course not, but they work, and if you don't want to spend a lot on advertising, that's definitely something I would consider using, but definitely not the only thing I would do when it comes to marketing for your business. If instead you have a high-end business, if you're selling things at very high prices, premium services, high-end services, luxury services at very high prices, then don't use lead generation form. You need to build a proper marketing system. In case you don't know how to structure a proper marketing system or how to create the right advertising strategy for your business, you can click the link you'll find down below in the description of this video, and you can see the services that my company offers here in Dubai. You can apply for them, and in case we're a great fit, my team will reach out back to you. You can take a look at my YouTube channel. I made a lot of videos about marketing, how to build an effective marketing system, advertising, so take a look over there, and I'm sure you will find the answer you're looking for. See you.